Folks, listen up. What we're about to experience is not your typical cold snap, and it's important to pay close attention. An immense wave of Arctic air is pushing south, and this is no ordinary November chill. This is a mass of frigid air straight from the heart of the polar regions, making its way deep into the United States. We're talking about a powerful cold front, a true taste of January arriving weeks early. Temperatures are set to tumble at a pace that will catch many off guard. This system, straight from the polar regions, is barreling across the continent, bringing a dramatic and dangerous drop in temperatures. The speed and intensity of this cold air mass are remarkable, and it's moving faster than most people expect. Over 84 million Americans are in the path of this deep freeze. Cities that rarely see such cold this early in the season are bracing for impact. The air is dense, heavy, and can be life-threatening if you're not prepared. Even a short time outdoors without proper clothing can be dangerous. The cold front stretches from the Great Plains to the eastern seaboard, with temperatures plummeting by 30 to 40 degrees in just hours. In some places, the mercury will fall faster than you can believe, leaving little time to adjust. For places like northern Florida and the Gulf Coast, these temperatures are highly unusual and could break records. Residents who are used to mild winters are now facing a true Arctic experience. The atmosphere is in a battle. Warm, moist air is being shoved aside by a dominant Arctic high-pressure system. This clash is fueling not just cold, but also the potential for icy conditions and even some wintry precipitation in unexpected areas. As it digs south, it brings not just cold, but gusty winds that make it feel even colder. The wind chill factor. These winds can cut right through layers of clothing, making it feel much colder than the thermometer reads. This isn't just a number, it's how quickly your body loses heat, and it's a real risk. Frostbite and hypothermia can set in quickly, especially for the very young, the elderly, and those without adequate shelter. Today is November 30th, and winter is knocking hard. The calendar may say fall, but outside, it's a different story entirely. This Arctic blast is a stark reminder of nature's power and the need for preparation. It's a wake-up call to check your supplies, your heating, and your emergency plans. The next several days will test the readiness of communities and families. Schools, businesses, and local governments are all on alert, working to keep people safe and warm. From the southern plains to the northeast, the message is clear. Dangerous cold is here. No region is immune, and everyone needs to take this seriously. It's time to brace for impact and take every necessary precaution. Stock up on essentials, check on neighbors, and make sure your home is ready for the deep freeze. Don't underestimate this event. Prepare now. A little effort today can make all the difference in the days ahead. Respect the cold, and stay safe. Dress in layers, limit your time outdoors, and keep loved ones close. Winter has arrived early, and it's not waiting for anyone. The Arctic blast is here. Let's meet it with caution, preparation, and care for one another. Freeze warnings and watches are now active across a massive swath of the country, stretching farther and impacting more people than many recent cold snaps. These alerts stretch from Texas, covering cities like Dallas and Houston, eastward through Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and even into the Florida Panhandle. Even areas unaccustomed to such cold are feeling the chill, with farmers and residents scrambling to protect crops and property. The southeast is waking up to temperatures more typical of mid-January, with many communities experiencing their first hard freeze of the season. For some, it's the coldest morning in years. The cold air pushes up the eastern seaboard, gripping the Carolinas, Virginia, and the mid-Atlantic, including D.C., Baltimore, and Philadelphia. Commuters are facing icy roads and biting winds as they head out. New York City, Boston, and the Northeast are also under freeze warnings, with meteorologists urging residents to brace for a sudden drop in temperatures and the possibility of record lows. The abruptness and intensity of this blast are notable, especially for millions living in older, less insulated buildings. Many are taking extra steps to keep the cold out and the heat in. Wind chills in urban areas can be brutal, funneling between skyscrapers and creating dangerous conditions. Even a short walk outside can feel much colder than the thermometer suggests. This is a coast-to-coast event for the eastern half of the nation, with millions under advisories and the weather dominating headlines from the Gulf Coast to New England. For tens of millions, the next few nights will be the coldest so far this season, a real shock to the system. Many are already feeling the effects, both indoors and out. A freeze warning is a direct call to action. Protect your property, your plants, and yourselves. Take this seriously, prepare now, check on neighbors, and make sure you're ready for the deep freeze ahead. Before this relentless cold air swept down to the south, it had already unleashed its fury further north. It slammed into the northern plains with a force that locals say they haven't seen in years, transforming open prairies into a frozen, windswept wilderness. Just last week, parts of North and South Dakota were buried under a massive snowstorm, with drifts so high that entire roads and towns seemed to disappear beneath the snow. Rancher Dave near Bismarck described a terrifying whiteout with 50 mph winds. He was trapped in his tractor for hours, unable to see more than a few feet ahead, relying on his experience and grit to stay calm. In Sioux Falls, Maria and her 2 kids survived an entire day stranded on the interstate. Their emergency kit, blankets, water, snacks, and a power bank became their lifeline, keeping them warm and connected until help arrived. Meanwhile, a volunteer search and rescue team near Fargo worked tirelessly for 36 hours straight, battling chest-high snowdrifts and checking on neighbors, making sure no one was left behind in the storm. Their message is clear. Community is your first and strongest line of defense when disaster strikes. These stories are more than just tales of survival. They're urgent warnings for everyone now facing this new Arctic blast. They remind us that nature's power can test anyone, anywhere. The context may be different this time. Extreme cold instead of blinding snow, but the lesson remains unchanged. Preparation is absolutely essential. Make sure you have a plan, stock up on supplies, and know what to do if you lose power or get stranded. Most importantly, look out for each other. Check on neighbors, help the vulnerable, and work together to get through the worst. The people of the Dakotas know this from hard-won experience, and their stories offer a blueprint for resilience. Now, 84 million people across the country must heed these lessons as the cold descends. Prepare now for the freeze that's coming, because when the storm hits, it's too late to wish you had. Your home is your primary shelter. Make sure it's ready. Check for drafts around windows and doors. Seal gaps with weather stripping or caulk. Even a small crack can let in enough cold air to overwork your heating system. Protect your pipes. Insulate exposed ones. Let faucets drip. And open cabinet doors to circulate warm air. Change your furnace filter for efficiency. Use space heaters safely. Keep them away from flammable items and never leave them unattended. Prepare for power outages. Have warm blankets, flashlights with extra batteries, and avoid candles. If you have a fireplace or wood stove, ensure it's clean and stocked with dry firewood. A plan for outages is critical. Take these steps now to defend your home against the deep freeze. Don't wait until it's too late. Your vehicle can be a lifesaver if it's ready for the cold. Check your battery. Cold can cut its power in half. Test batteries older than 3 years and clean the terminals. Ensure your antifreeze is at the right mix, and use winter windshield washer fluid. Keep your gas tank at least half full to prevent frozen fuel lines. Check tire pressure and tread. Cold drops pressure and affects safety. Prepare a winter survival kit. Blankets, gloves, flashlight, food, water, jumper cables, ice scraper, and sand or cat litter for traction. If stranded, stay with your vehicle for shelter. Run the engine briefly for warmth, but keep the exhaust pipe clear of snow. Don't risk being caught unprepared. A little maintenance now can prevent a crisis later. Stay safe on the road. When the temperature drops, don't forget your pets. If it's too cold for you, it's too cold for them. Keep dogs and cats inside as much as possible. Even thick-coated breeds can get frostbite or hypothermia. Limit outdoor time to short potty breaks. Wipe paws after walks to remove ice, salt, and chemicals. Use booties or petroleum jelly for extra protection. Antifreeze is deadly. Clean up spills and store chemicals safely. Bang on your car hood before starting to warn any animals hiding inside. Make sure pets have a warm bed away from drafts and access to fresh, unfrozen water. A little extra care keeps your furry family safe and healthy. Protect them from the cold, just like you protect yourself. Every home needs a winter emergency kit. Don't wait until the power goes out. Include flashlights, a battery-powered or hand-crank radio, and plenty of extra batteries. Have blankets or sleeping bags for everyone, plus extra warm clothing. Stock non-perishable food, and at least a 3-day supply of water, 1 gallon per person per day. Don't forget a manual can opener. A first aid kit is essential, with bandages, antiseptic, pain relievers, and a week's supply of prescription meds. Add a whistle for signaling, a multi-tool, and a wrench to shut off water if needed. For sanitation, pack moist towelettes, garbage bags, and ties. Keep everything together in a large, easy-to-carry container. Being prepared means less stress and more safety. Build your kit now, before you need it. Preparation is peace of mind. Here's the 7-day forecast for the impacted regions. In Texas, expect mid-20s tonight, with highs in the low 40s and freezing nights through midweek. The Deep South will see lows in the mid-20s and highs struggling to reach the 40s, 15 to 20 degrees below normal. No major precipitation, but the freeze is the main threat for the next 72 hours. The Mid-Atlantic and Northeast will be even colder, highs in the 30s, lows in the low 20s, and wind chills in the teens. New York and Boston will barely reach freezing. Some lake-effect snow is possible, but no major storms. By late week, milder Pacific air will return temperatures to near normal. The core of this Arctic blast is from Monday to Wednesday. Stay vigilant and prepared for sustained, dangerous cold. The worst is early in the week. Don't let your guard down. Warmer days are coming, but caution is needed now. This Arctic blast is a powerful reminder. Winter demands respect. It's not just about snow days, it's about facing nature's raw power. The stories, warnings, and forecast all point to one thing. Preparation is your best tool. Don't wait until the storm is at your door. Every step you take now, checking your car, insulating pipes, building a kit, reduces your risk. These are simple actions that prevent disaster. Community matters. Check on neighbors, especially the vulnerable. Share information and resources. Resilient communities weather storms best. Use this event as a dress rehearsal for winter. Learn, improve, and strengthen your plan. More cold is coming. This is just the start. By preparing now, you take control. Stay safe, stay warm, and stay ready.